Hello, everybody, and welcome to Highly Contested Episode 5, the show that gives you all that good stuff about sports. I have here with me my co-host, Bruno. Bruno, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Stuff that went down on Tuesday that I want to dive into, and I think it's actually pretty crazy. That involves both of our teams. So that's going to be fun getting into. But I'm doing good, man. Ready to go. Ready to get started. And let's start with the Champions League. Let's dive right into it. We had a couple of games yesterday, and we had a couple of games today as well. What stood out to me today was Tottenham beating Real Madrid 3-0,
What a
the way it
game.
went
Yeah.
down.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
You're right, 3-1, 3-1. Real Madrid, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Because even in the La Liga, I mean, they're doing bad, and not to say, Tottenham or a scrub team or anything like that, but Real Madrid is Real Madrid. Tottenham is Tottenham.
For sure. That's actually been seeing the last few weeks. For some reason, Real Madrid has not been the same. They have not played the same. So it's definitely something considering. I saw them in La Liga the other day. They lost, right? What was that?
Yeah, they lost 2-1 to
2-1. That's right.
Girona.
That's right. To
Girona.
nobody, pretty much. And now they're losing again 3-1 in the Champions League. Not that they're going to be eliminated. They're already through in that group. It's fine. But the point is,
because Dortmund
it's just that they have
been
2
bad too.
points.
Yeah.
So at this point, Real Madrid would have to lose every single other game, which is not going to happen. But it's crazy to see. So it's actually one of the main topics kind of this week. Crazy things happening in sports. Unexpected, pretty much.
Yep. So let me get to some of the results from yesterday's matches. We had Moscow beating Basel 2-1, Manchester beating Benfica 2-0, PSG routing Anderlecht 5-0, Bayern 2-1 over Celtic. Atletico, this is another one that's shocking to me. Atletico tying against Quarbag. Second time they tied to them. So, I mean, Atletico aren't looking like they're going to get through. They're making their life very difficult.
Yeah.
And especially Roma picking up the 3-0 victory against Chelsea. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Sporting tied 1-1 against Juve. I'll talk a little bit about that. Barcelona, Olympiacos 0-0. That was another one. The Olympiacos keeper had himself a field day. He was pretty much stopping every shot.
Everything.
Today, the results were Monaco, Besiktas 1-1, Tottenham 3-1 over Madrid. For Moscow, Dortmund 1-1 against Apoel, Porto 3-1 against Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk 3-1 against Feyenoord, City winning against Napoli 4-2, 3-0 against Maribor.
Yeah. I mean, we had a couple of the games here. For example, the Porto match. I was actually expecting to lose. After the performance I saw from them, I actually thought they were going to lose that game. Liverpool has been looking horrible also, but they managed to win 3-0. And Tottenham, Real Madrid, as we were talking about, is completely unexpected.
Yeah. So I want to dive into a little bit of the sporting game, because, man, we had it until I believe it was the 80th minute, 79th minute. We had the lead. Everything was going according to plan. I honestly thought it was our match for the taking. There were a couple more opportunities where we could have killed the game off at 2-0. So many opportunities that we had that we just didn't capitalize on. And obviously playing a big team again, like Juve, when you don't capitalize, you get screwed sooner or later. And that's what happened to us. I don't see us making it out of the group anymore. I think we're too dependent on other results now. It's no longer in our hands. So I look for us to go straight into the Europa League now. Benfica, they needed points. They're done. They're completely out of the Champions. I don't even know if they're going to make it to the Europa League. They've just been really, really, really bad. And a little unlucky too, because the first goal hit the post and then rebounded off the keeper and went in. So a little bit unfortunate on that too.
They scored 1 goal in 4 games so far.
No, it's bad.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
It's kind of sad to see.
Porto, I honestly think Porto are going to get through. I had them getting through in their group. So good on them. At least we get one team out of Portugal into the next round of the Champions League. I wish it could have been 2. I wish Sporting could have made it, but it is what it is.
This is the group that they happen to land on for Sporting.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, it's definitely sad to see when especially your home team is getting eliminated. But it is what it is. I mean, at this point, kind of the big teams are when they start to settle above. And let me see if I can actually go on to the next one, because I want to touch bases also on the Champions League, going on to the Premier League, because we see some of the same teams that are having a little trouble on the Champions also have the same thing happen to them in the Premier League. Man United, which they've held the lead since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, City looked great.
But exactly, the thing is, when it came to the Champions, we saw Tottenham do what they did to Real Madrid just earlier today. I don't even consider them in the Premier League right now. I mean, right now they're kind of falling behind, which I thought actually had them in second place behind City.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Because the Spurs are the Spurs. They're not very. They're up and down. And honestly, I think credit from Tottenham, but I think it was more bad Real Madrid than it was good Tottenham. I mean, Real couldn't complete. I was watching the game. They couldn't complete a damn pass. They looked lost. Ronaldo was frustrated as heck. He was making runs. No one could get them the ball. Benzema, still don't know why they got rid of Morata. Honestly, I think Benzema's overrated.
Yeah.
Really overrated. So, and now Zidane's getting a lot of heat. They're potentially saying maybe his job's on the line, which is what I wanted to ask you. If you were Real Madrid, okay, you've won 2 Champions Leagues back to back.
Yeah.
You got the World Cup, the Cup of the Cups or whatever, where they play the winner of South America. They won that.
Yeah.
And they won La Liga. I mean, what would you do? Would you get rid of Zidane? Would you?
That's the thing that I don't know, because coming in, I'm not a big fan of Zidane. So coming in, I thought he wasn't going to do well. Has won the Champions and he won the La Liga. But I don't know how much of that is attributed to what he came up with or what he fell into. Because most of the team that he has currently, he had already when he came in. So it's not like he made major changes. Everything is just there. So I don't know if him being there kind of let the players do what they wanted to do and he's just along for the ride. And the other part of me is saying he was never good in the first place. I'm honestly not.
Yeah, he was kind of just given the team, I guess you could say. Like, he inherited a great team. He didn't really. I mean, I wouldn't say he didn't have to work up, but I feel like him being a world-class player definitely helped him out a lot more than it would like any other coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just his status and obviously playing for Real Madrid. I don't know. I mean, I like you can't win 2 Champions Leagues in a row when no other coaches, like not even the great coaches, have done it. I would like to see Zidane go to another team
to see if he can
prove himself somewhere else. Okay,
I agree with that.
I want to see what he can do if he can build his own squad. Because honestly, with the money that Real Madrid have, it's endless. Anyone can make a squad. Hell, me and you could be the coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so win a few games.
Seriously. So I would like to see Zidane go elsewhere and see if it was just the team he inherited or if he in fact has tactics, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see moving forward.
Yeah. So I mean that's why. So I don't know if this game or these past few games that Real Madrid has been playing bad is just a readjustment of the team, or if it's permanent because they're actually falling off of the contenders for La Liga.
Yeah.
But going back to Tottenham, in third place right now, they're pretty close. I mean, it's 23-20, but I hope they can keep up their performances in the Premier League as they have in the Champions League. Then you have Chelsea in fourth place, Arsenal in fifth place, Liverpool in sixth place. I'm not sure if any of those three have. I mean, personally, I have them all out. Those are the other big three in England, and I have them all out. I don't think they have any point or any chance of recuperating so many games.
I think it's only really a 2-team race between United and Manchester City. It's going to be one of the Manchester teams to win it. Out of all the teams in England, to be honest with you, I don't see Chelsea contending. I don't see Arsenal. And I definitely don't see Liverpool with their defense.
No, yeah. It's non-existent at this point.
No.
Yeah.
So to me, it's going to be one of the Manchester teams, as we've previously said. I'm still saying that moving forward, they look the best, not only domestically in the leagues, but also in the champions as well.
Yeah, no, they just haven't. I mean, every time there's something good going on one another field for them, the other side, it kind of falls apart. So it is what it is for Liverpool. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, everything's been.
Well, I want to talk about one thing. City, yeah, Leicester City, just real quick.
All right, I'll let you.
So they got their new coach, Puel, the Frenchman who used to coach Southampton. Everyone wasn't a big fan, yada yada. I actually was. I think he's going to do great things for us. And in his debut, we beat Everton 2-0 at home. Solid performance. So I'm hoping Leicester City can finish in the top 10 in England and stop fighting these stupid relegation battles. It's time to keep improving as a club. So I'll be keeping an eye out. We have Stoke away next. And then I'm going to say it now. We are going to be the first team to take points away from Manchester City. I'm not saying we'll beat City, but I think we can definitely draw against City. That's my bold prediction in 2 weeks.
What's the point?
It's pride. I mean, not pride, but it's tying against City. I mean, it's huge for Leicester. It's huge. It's a huge result.
So how do they manage to win the Premier League? What the hell happened?
I think it just took everyone. It was the perfect Cinderella story, dude. I mean, I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again. I mean, that was insane. That was awesome. And plus, at that time, none of the top teams in England were really good. Like, everyone was really, really underperforming. Manchester United. I mean, Tottenham was pretty much Tottenham and Leicester at the end. So
yeah, no, it was
crazy,
a blurry
crazy.
year.
Yeah,
it was a blurry year. But all right, I'll let you have your little moment with Leicester, so you can enjoy a tie with Man City.
Yeah, I'm predicting it here. Either we tie or we win. We won't lose.
And when do you guys play against them?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'll remember that day.
Yeah,
I'll mark it on my calendar.
That should be for podcast number 8, I believe.
Tune in,
whatever.
Tune in, because I'll have a little celebration on that day. I'll put on my Aguero jersey.
Yeah, I want to wrap up the Portuguese league real quick too. Porto got an away win against Boa Vista. The scoreline was 3-0, but honestly, Boa Vista had so many chances, they just couldn't freaking finish. So obviously, when you don't score, you're gonna lose against a team like Porto. Sporting, man. My ball, I was holding my balls, dude. Like, it was bad. We didn't score until the 90th, pretty much. 1-0 away against Rio Ave. It's always hard to go in there and play. They killed it with the possession. They had like 20 shots on target. Our keeper was huge. But those are the kind of results you need to get in order to win the league. So I'm so happy. This games, and now we have to play Braga at home next. That's going to be another big one. And then Benfica as well. That was a tough match for them too. But hey, title race is still open for all three of them. Pretty much wraps it up for the Portuguese league. Don't want to dive too much into it. So that's it. I don't know if you want to go over what's going on in South America.
I wanted to touch bases a little bit on the Copa Sudamericana, where Racing was eliminated. God, Independiente plays their home game, second part of or the second leg. They're playing against Nacional. Now, the first game they won 4-1. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be an easy
And
game.
it was
at
away,
home.
right? So that's
They
four
were
away
away,
goals. Four away goals.
exactly.
That's huge.
So I'm hoping when they come home or we come back home, we can score a few goals. That will kind of solidify that game, even though I think it's already done. Now Flamengo beat Fluminense, and they go on to the next round. So they go to the semifinals. Sport Recife lost to Atletico Junior, and they're also that was the first leg. The second one is coming up tomorrow, and we'll see who takes that out. I have honestly no idea. I would think Atletico Junior would be the one to take it. They have a 2-goal advantage, and they're gonna play home next game. Independiente plays tomorrow, so we'll keep an eye on that one. I'm hoping that one's already done. We're through. We made it 4-1 away. It was a great result. Team played amazing. So let's see how the results are at home. But that's, I mean, the only surprise on this one was just Racing getting eliminated, which they lost on purpose so they wouldn't have to face us. They didn't want the embarrassment.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
That's
okay.
no, that's exactly what it was. Also, actually, since we're on South America, the Copa Libertadores was, I believe, yesterday or the day before. I may have lost track. I think it was yesterday. River lost to Lanús.
Yeah, the other Argentinian side.
Yes. And what's crazy about that is that River was up. We get 3-0. And Lanús came back and beat him in the second game, which made him go into the next round also. That was kind of the shocker. River was winning 2-0, and I don't know where in 40 minutes they scored 4 on them. They didn't know where they were coming from. But that's pretty much it. Those are the major factors on there on the south part. I guess I'll let you go ahead and switch gears real quick and sport.
All right, I want to talk trade deadline. The trade deadline deals. With the biggest one that I woke up to on Tuesday morning, and I remember the first thing I did.
Your Tuesday morning shocker?
Yeah, I remember the first thing I did was text you saying, you sons of bitches, you guys just robbed us. Like, Jay Ajayi going to the Philadelphia Eagles for a 4th-round draft pick. You feel about that? Do you feel like you guys are definitely the odds-on favorite now coming out of the NFC for the Super Bowl with Jay Ajayi?
Honestly, I didn't fear our. For me, it's always been making sure we're reinforcements on the defense and on our O-line. Always worry about with the Eagles. And like we were talking last week, the few players that we lost, the Redskins game were big hits. Now we got Ajayi now going on to the winter days. It's always good to have a nice, solid running team.
Yep.
And having Blunt and having and I've been still going to start.
Role, I guess.
I'm guessing to see if he's up to par again, and if he fully accomplishes that, I think he might win the starting position, and then they might have Blunt actually as a tight end, or they would. I know they've
like
played him on the side.
Back, maybe.
I mean, they used to. He also is a receiver. I've seen him catch a few passes. I mean, short passes, laterals, and stuff like that, or not laterals. What are they? Yeah, sorry. He might take that role on different plays.
Yeah, because Ajayi is not the best receiving back. I feel that's definitely something he can improve on. Huge for you guys, especially because in the playoffs you need to establish that running game. So having Ajayi, having Blunt, and even Smallwood, I mean that's three quality backs that you guys have on your team. As a Dolphins fan, at first I was pissed. Started reading more into it. They were unsure with his knees because that's
that's what
been
I heard.
that's been a problem. So in the long term, they didn't think he was going to be there. Not only that, but apparently he's been being disruptive in practices and team meetings. And honestly, I applaud Adam Gase for doing what he did because it took a lot of balls to trade like one of your offensive guys just to set the example. Like you're either and if you're going to be disruptive, we don't need you here, and we're going to ship you off. And honestly, it's just because of that, we don't know how he's going to be able to hold up. Sense for the Dolphins, especially because in today's NFL, it's so easy to find a replacement at running back. I mean, you can draft one coming out of the third, fourth, fifth, sixth round, free agency. I mean, there's just so many ways to acquire a good running back. I think it's honestly one of the easiest positions to replace in the NFL position. Um, so I'm not worried at all. We'll see what Kenyon Drake can do. I don't think he's going to be that guy, like a receiving back type thing. But I don't think he's going to be like our long-term back of the future. I think that's something we'll take care of in the off season.
That you have Jay Cutler back this week.
Hell yeah, I'm
Choose your
happy.
words
Yeah, man.
wisely.
I mean, let's be honest, man. Let's dive right into it. Let's talk about the Ravens just laid on us. I mean, it was an embarrassment. Honestly, I thought Matt Moore better than Cutler. My God, Jay Cutler, I'm so sorry. I was so wrong. He looked even worse than Jay Cutler. Who would have thought, right? Actually looked like Dan Marino compared to Matt Moore. I mean, it was that bad. It was that bad of a performance all around. Yeah, I am happy Jay Cutler is coming back. I mean, it's Matt Moore. I think it gives us a better chance. Um, Again, I don't rate him higher than Tannehill. So, he's somewhere between Matt Moore and Ryan Tannehill.
You guys play on Sunday?
Night, of course, another primetime game. We love not showing up on primetime games, and we're playing the Raiders at home. It is a home game. I honestly am picking us to beat the Raiders. I think Adam Gase is gonna. I feel like he's motivated. The team's gonna be motivated to prove a lot of haters wrong, especially Adam Gase, because a lot of Dolphins fans have been calling for his head, which I think is stupid. Stupid if you think Adam Gase needs to get fired. 6 last year, 10-6 with the Dolphins football team. We're mediocre at best, and he took us 10-6. Now, granted, we had the easiest schedule in the NFL. I can't remember the last time we won 10 games. And we're bad now, and we're 4-3. We're still in the thick of it. We're only a game behind Jacksonville for 6th place. Yeah. So as bad as we are, we're 4-3, and we're one game back. So I don't know why everyone's hating on Adam Gase.
Winning this week will definitely create a separation at this point in time in the league from the teams that are looking bad and the season is done. I'd end up 9.
Yeah, November's always a huge month in the
7,
NFL.
Yeah.
November's huge. November and early December or time in the NFL. Like we're gonna find out who's for real and who's pretend.
I personally have the Raiders winning that game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a close game. Like I said, the Raiders have been letting me down recently. I don't know honestly what to expect.
You don't think it's going to be another 40-0, right?
No. And I wasn't expecting that 40-0 either because the Ravens also got killed. How much did they lose? 40-0
against Jacksonville in England.
Yeah,
I
think it was 40-0.
No, I think they scored points. Then they didn't get.
They didn't?
They got blown out, but I think they scored something.
Go ahead and find it. Let me do a contested Tron.
Well, while you're doing that, Yeah, the Raiders Sunday night. We got to see how the running backs are going to be up in my fantasy team, which is pretty funny. And I'm kind of like who to start because I'm hearing Kenyon Drake's going to handle most of the carries and Williams is going to be the. So see Devontae Parker, I believe, is back. That's going to be huge. Kid can ball, but he's just always injury prone. That's the biggest thing on Devontae Parker. My God, it is horrendous. It is atrocious. We have no offensive line.
Scrubs.
Seriously, it's Pouncey hasn't been the same ever since his injuries. Jeremy Tunsil, the offensive lineman we took, has been underperforming this year. And then everyone else, I mean, it just suck. I mean, that's something that's going to be like priority number one in the offseason is that offensive line.
It was 44-7. I know, but it was 44.
Okay, they scored 7.
It was
but they scored. We got blown the hell out.
That makes you feel better than fine.
It does.
So it's season. I'm definitely going right now.
Yeah. So who are you guys? Who's your guys' next opponent?
Next, the Broncos. It's our last home game
and
before
then the bye week. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm hoping after seeing their last performances.
Oh, by the way, Brock Osweiler is actually going to be starting for the Broncos.
I saw it. Yeah.
Does that worry you at all?
No. Actually, Osweiler has been keeping me happy. I've been glad that he's been playing like complete ass.
Well, no, Simeon's been playing like ass. Osweiler, they picked back up. But he was playing like crap too last year.
Was playing like shit last year. And you saw a little glimpse of greatness. It was another interception followed by it.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
It's the only thing that I remember about last season, just that man throwing balls away. But yes, coming in this week, we're playing against the Broncos. Then we go into the bye week. We come back. We play the Cowboys.
Yep, that's what I'm waiting for.
We are away.
That's what. Yeah, but that's
we're
fine.
Away.
The Cowboys have lost plenty of home
games. They lost Ezekiel, and we picked up Ajayi. So Ezekiel, minus Ezekiel plus Ajayi is a great day. So after that, I believe we play the Seahawks.
Yep.
Oh no, the shit. I believe it's the Seahawks after it. Double check on that. And then we play the in that division. And Kansas City, Seahawks. We play the Raiders. And we also play the one is. But that's the game that comes after it. I don't remember what it is right now. I'm having a brain fart. But there we go. All right. We play the Bears.
That should be easy. And then it's Seattle.
Yes. We play the Cowboys, then the Bears, then Seattle, and the Rams.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's not going to be an easy game.
They're going to bend us over. They're going to do honestly, I think those will be 2 losses right there. But by that point, if we can beat the Broncos, beat the Cowboys, and beat the Bears, we'll be 10-1. You know what? Let us lose all of them. We are solid.
But you want home field advantage throughout the playoffs because you don't want to go to Seattle.
I do. I also don't think we're gonna lose all the last games. I think we'll be able to beat
if you guys have to get through Seattle to make it to the Super Bowl, the Eagles aren't making it. You guys aren't. I'm sorry. You're not beating Seattle in Seattle. There's no way. No way. Especially Carson Wentz, no playoff experience. No way in hell. No way.
Well, what off?
In Seattle.
No. I said though.
No, that's why I'm saying you guys need to finish with the best record in the NFC so you guys can have home field advantage.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I see it happening if we go 10-1 and then we play the Seahawks, we go 10-2, play the 10-3, beat the Giants 7-3, beat the Raiders 12-3, beat the Cowboys.
You think you're going to sweep the Cowboys?
Pound down, buddy.
I think you guys are going to split with Dallas.
And wait, Ezekiel's going to be back by then, isn't he?
Be 6 games? Yeah, 6 games, right? He'll definitely
1,
be back
2,
by then.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right, fine. We'll lose the one at home against the Cowboys. I can settle. I can compromise.
Thing is, how many are Seattle going to lose? Because the Seahawks just picked up a hell of an offensive lineman from the Texans in Dwayne Brown. I mean, their offensive line is going to be a lot better with that, man. And that was
the
Russell Wilson's
Seahawks will
biggest
go
problem. 11-5.
11-5.
Hell no.
They lost 3 games already.
2.
Okay, well they can lose 3. We can lose 4. Whatever.
I don't think they'll lose 3 more games.
Oh,
2
off.
more games tops. Seattle Philly game is gonna.
I don't see the Seahawks going
takes
13-3. I don't think so. No,
I think so.
No.
All right, we'll find out. But that Seahawks, my friend. Don't
That's
forget
fine.
About the
no,
Seahawks.
I don't agree. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying I don't think they'll go 13-3. I'll put them at 11-5 or 12-4.
Okay.
10-3 or 12-4.
Another team I want to talk about, because we do have a couple of followers, the Washington Redskins. What
do you want to talk about them? I mean, I don't think there's anything else to talk about.
Here's my question about the Redskins. Are you a fan? Would you keep Jay Gruden?
No, I think he should have been gone a long time ago.
I think he should have been gone 2 years.
I think
a year ago.
the owner needs to leave.
Happened.
Why not? Sell the fucking team. Get out of there. What are you doing? That team has been shit ever since he's been there, isn't it? 20 years ago.
Well, they did win a Super Bowl in the 90s, didn't they?
They won a Super Bowl in 93.
91.
Okay. 6 years. I'm 26. All right, I just realized they won the goddamn season when I was born. I'm cursed. That's the point. All right, so the Redskins, look, they're 3-4 right now. They're gonna lose to the Seahawks. They're gonna lose to the Vikings. They're gonna lose to the Saints. They're gonna beat the Giants. They're gonna lose to the Cowboys. And they're gonna Cardinals.
Tie the Cardinals.
They're gonna tie to the Cardinals. They're gonna beat the Broncos, and they're gonna typical Redskins thing and lose to the Giants. Oh, 8-8.
6-10. I said they'd go 6-10.
Look, I said they'd be in third place. Whatever that has to be, it's gonna be third place.
6-10.
Cowboys might go 9-7, 10-6. 10-6 might be a better. Not looking that bad this year.
No, not at all. And
except
here's
for
another
the Giants.
Would you re-sign Kirk Cousins, quarterback, or would you try to get somebody else, or do you go with Kirk Cousins as your future in Washington?
That's a good question, because Kirk, we know that this year played 1 year, thanks to God, and so next year, what God says. I mean, would I want him to play? Would I want him to stay? Gonna kill his career if he does somewhere else. I think you know where you should go.
Oh, San Francisco just got Garoppolo.
I don't care.
Why the
I
hell
think
would Kirk?
because Garoppolo's gonna be a backup.
You're gonna trade a second-round draft pick. There's no way in fucking hell he's gonna be a backup draft pick.
What's
that they
backup?
Just gave up a number 1 draft pick. It's like pick 35.
That's what I'm
36.
saying. If they can pick up,
no, they're not.
They can negotiate.
No.
Okay, look what the Eagles did. Okay. They traded Kings to get their picks back, right? For their starter quarterback, and they picked up another quarterback. Well, I think that's the same thing they can do. They can use that as leverage.
No, I think
trade it away and
Shanahan wouldn't have traded a second-round draft.
All right, then he should go to the Browns.
I think
Dude, he's not gonna go to Miami. Get over it. Oh my God, you've been saying that for like 3 years.
Good. I'm gonna say it for 4. I'm gonna keep saying it.
You know where he could go? You know where he could go?
What?
Which is somebody who is time to go. Chargers. I think it's time for Philly to go home.
I think instead of the Chargers, I think the Cardinals would be better.
Palmer is already on his last leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but Miami would be the golden destination for Kirk.
Well, he'd go to the Giants.
No, there's no way.
Because
they need to move on from Eli, but I don't think they would trade.
If they keep doing this bad, I don't think Eli was going to be starting next year.
I don't think so either. I think Eli's also on a huge, big decline on his game, absolutely. But I don't think the Giants would bring in Kirk Cousins, Alex Smith. because I think Alex Smith is leaving Kansas City.
Okay, then that's where Kirk might go. And with Andy Reid,
because the Chiefs drafted a quarterback last year or this year, Austin Mahomes, first rounder, over Alex
sound like
Smith.
he's pretty good.
You don't know. I mean, he balled in college. You don't know. He's sitting the whole year, which is perfect to learn behind Alex
You know
Smith.
who balled in college? Hell.
Yeah.
You know who else balled in college?
Yeah, well, I mean, college is hit or miss.
Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy balled in college. Man, I just, sometimes it's just a thing of the name,
Dude, there's some quarterbacks that just like Jimmy Clausen. Okay, he doesn't sound like a starter. He doesn't sound like a starter.
It doesn't sound like a team where you're like
Carson Wentz. That's a strong ass quarterback name.
Oh
man, no, you gotta let Nick Foles go.
He scored 7 touchdowns in one game.
That's fine.
How many quarters have done that? 7.
Oh, great. Nick Foles is average. No,
he has sparks of greatness. Yeah, I know. I think
the Redskins just need to get a whole new coaching staff. Because Jay Gruden does not look like he knows what the hell he's doing. He looks lost half the goddamn time. Have somewhat of a talented roster. The Redskins do. They've just been depleted with injuries, as we've seen.
Quarterbacks.
Yeah, they're very notorious of that. No, for sure. They don't kill Kirk, man. I love Kirk. I'm a huge Kirk fan.
If he had a good team, he could become somebody. But like I always tell you,
that's what I'm saying. If he comes to Miami, he would lead us to Miami. But anyway, let's move on from this Kirk Cousins crap. It's done with. It's over with. Give me your top 5 teams in the NFL. Who's your number 1? Philadelphia at number 1.
Yeah, at number 1, shocker, Philly. Fly Eagles fly, baby. They've been killing it. 7-1. They're undisputed by record, by games, by team, by winning, they're the best right now. So that's an easy one.
Well, to be fair, you guys have only really played team in Kansas City, and that's the one you guys lost to. So I want to see how you guys do against Seattle and Dallas. Right now, I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I'll put you guys the number 1, 2. You guys losing to Seattle. Number 2, I have Pittsburgh. Number 2.
The Patriots number 2.
I don't even have the Patriots at number 3. I have the Chiefs at number 3. No, I'm sorry. Seattle at number 3.
Yeah, I have Pittsburgh. No, I think Seattle could beat Pittsburgh. Patriots, Seattle, then Pittsburgh. Seattle, then Pittsburgh.
Okay. I have New England at 5th. Sorry, New England at 5th, and then my number 4 is Kansas City.
Number 5 for me would be Kansas City.
No, how can you do Kansas City beat New England?
Game?
Get the hell out of here.
They beat the Eagles, and I have the Eagles at number 1.
Yeah, but it's 1 loss.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Loss, and the other one have 2. Everybody has a bad game.
What was my prediction? The Patriots don't win more than 11 games this year?
They're 6-2.
That's fine. They'll lose.
So what you're telling? Okay, now they're 6-2. There's 8 games done. By week, they have 8 games left.
Well, they ain't winning in their bye.
You're telling me they're gonna split the last 8 games?
Like I said,
you see
no better than 11-5.
12-4 or higher.
12-4 or higher. I say 11-5. I'm totally sticking.
We'll come back to this one.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
I mean, I definitely think we played easy games, but I think we also had a couple of tough matches. We beat the Panthers.
But the Panthers are like shaky. They're not.
Yeah, we beat the Skins twice already. We barely lost to the Chiefs. 20.
A loss is a loss.
It is a loss. We beat the Chargers. Or the Cardinals.
Okay, but again, these
aren't teams
that really jump out at you.
Well, It's not, but I mean, it's not like we're not playing good
No, you
divisions.
guys.
I mean,
you
we're
guys
gonna
look
play the
good,
Broncos.
too,
They just
but
happen to suck this year. Like, okay, we're gonna play the Cowboys. We'll see how we fare there. We're gonna play against the Bears,
yeah, I think that, like I said,
and
that
that's gonna
Seattle
be a
match, that
okay
Seattle
match.
game is going to
Yeah,
determine the NFC. I really do think
and the
so.
Rams. Yeah,
Two key games. No, for
those
sure.
are.
Um,
But yeah, that's rounding up the. I think those are my top teams right now, and the Eagles. I think if we can beat the Broncos, we'll go into our bye knowing that we can come back and we will still be number one, which is exactly what we need.
and Miami will be mediocre. Let's ship. Let's move on to
Okay.
the Heat. The Heat played tonight. We got the win against against the Bulls. Who it's the Bulls, so it's still early in the season.
What was the score?
97-91, I believe it was. We're still not even in the playoffs right now. Looking at the standings,
It's only like 7 games in.
yeah,
8
I
games
know.
in.
But I was expecting us to be. We keep giving up leads, man. We're up 10, up 15 in the second quarter, up 10, up 15, and the next thing I know, we're down 5. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? It's annoying, and it's been happening all season. So is this something that's gonna
It's a first half team.
keep going? Exactly. I don't know what the hell it is, but they need to figure it out down in Miami, because we can't keep giving up these 10, 15 leads if they're supposed to finish fourth in the East like I had them.
Mm-hmm. I actually see the tight. I mean, I see Boston. It's getting away.
Boston is cruising.
Which I had him at first, and then I swapped him at second because I'm an idiot. 6-2, and after the first game, when what's his name? Hayward broke his.
Not only that, but I hear they're looking to Jahlil Okafor from the 76ers. They don't want to extend him. He's either gonna be traded, buy out his contract, and the Celtics right now appear to be the team the most interested to acquire him. So I think that would be huge if he ends up going to Boston. That would be another big help against Cleveland come the Eastern Conference Finals. But yeah, the Magic are up there too at 6-2, which is again still early.
Cleveland
but
is on the super early.
If the playoffs were to start right now, Cleveland wouldn't be in it. Cleveland lost to the Knicks. They got destroyed by the Knicks. What the hell is going on, Cleveland? I tried to defend your ass, and you can't fucking shoot. This man has made like 5 shots in like the last 3 goddamn games. It's bad. It's bad.
We spent an hour last week. I'm telling you, I'm gonna give everybody a of JR, because I felt so strongly about this man and having to sit out.
No, but see, here's the thing. With J.R. Smith, they're able to spread the floor more because he can shoot the 3. I know he hasn't been shooting
their legs more too.
I know he hasn't been shooting the 3 well, but with Dwayne Wade, he can't shoot 3s. And on the defense, then with JR, they're able to spread the ball more. It makes sense for JR to start, but he's been sucking, playing terrible.
Last game against the Pacers, which they lost, he scored. He had 6 points. His whole performance for today. The game before, they lost to the Knicks.
They got killed by the Knicks.
And JR had played 29 minutes. That's, again, 30% or below. That's his shooting percentage, by the way. Every time. Then before that, they lost to the Pelicans.
They've been losing to bad teams. Like, honestly, though, they've been losing to bad teams. Like, I could understand if it was like maybe the Clippers, or a team like that. But what the hell is going on, guys?
I don't know. Like I was saying, and J.R. Smith against
apparently
the Pelicans.
LeBron had a team meeting so well because they lost again tonight. So I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just bad. It's just really, really bad.
They lost to the Nets.
They definitely miss Kyrie out there. I'll tell you that much. They definitely miss Kyrie.
That's what I'm telling you. The defense, man. It's a defense point. Like, the guy did nothing, but at least on these crucial moments. I feel like he
he
would
was like
step up.
he was a scorer. That's what they're missing right now. Is another scorer because Isaiah Thomas is out. More on LeBron and Kevin Love, and we know Kevin can be up and down, and or hasn't gone up in quite a few games.
He's made 10 shots in the last 4 games.
Wow. It's terrible. I'm trying to defend him.
But I know.
You know what I
see
mean?
you're
I'm
trying very hard. You're trying very hard.
Because I think they are better with him in the lineup, but he's just been playing like complete shit. I mean, it has to be said.
And is it making him worse?
I don't know. Even if you put Wade in the lineup, I still think it'll be the same result. Like, I think it's just Cleveland as a team. It's just not working out. I don't know.
That's insane.
But again, it's early on in the season, so let's not overreact. If they're still like this come All-Star break, then yeah, panic mode for sure. But right now it's games, so
yeah,
it's fine. I'm sure they'll make up ground sooner or later. They'll get it together. I would hope.
I hope they can.
So what's going on?
You know, it is.
I had you guys at 2, man. This is making me look bad.
The Spurs.
Well, Kawhi's out. Kawhi is out,
and Parker's out too.
Yeah.
This is what I feared about the Spurs. Is that they were an early blossoming flower. If a flower blossoms too fast, right? I think that's what happened with the Spurs. Engines and won 4 games in a row, and they were like, and we went on a 3-game losing streak. Now tomorrow we play against Golden State.
No, yeah, I think
we're losing that game.
You can chalk an L to that.
Yeah. All I ask for is for them to be kind to us. Asking for, because we're gonna go 4-4 after this game. I mean, I don't see it happening any other way. We're getting away. I mean, well, everyone else getting away because Houston is now 6 games won, 6-2. Yes, it's early. I get it. I think we'll also go on a winning streak though. We lose to Golden State. We're going to go on a 3 or 4 game winning streak. We're going to beat the Hornets.
I think Kawhi will be back sometime this month. I would hope so. I think right now he's listed like day to day. November, maybe towards the end of November, he'll be back. So that'll be huge. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, Kawhi's the centerpiece of the Spurs.
Mm-hmm. So I think we'll beat the Hornets. We'll beat the Suns. I think Kawhi might be back. Play the Timberwolves, which we're gonna need them because they've been playing decent. Mavericks will beat the Bulls. Either. Yeah, I mean, look, we have a pretty. I mean, we'll definitely lose to the Thunder. They've been looking mean. Yeah, again, it's 1 or 2 hard games followed by a whole bunch of easy games. So I think that might. What about the Heat?
About the Heat, all we're really good at this season is giving up leads. We did have Whiteside back tonight. Finally, he returned from injury.
But is your expectation still the same for the Heat, or did you actually have them?
It's 8 games, 4th. So I'm still finished 4th. It's not the start I was expecting without Whiteside for a couple of games, so it is understandable. Yeah. He's the hard centerpiece. So I think we'll finish 4th, man. Nothing absolute enough for the NBA. I mean, I don't know. There's a couple of fan questions that we have that are related to the NBA, so we'll jump back into it too. A couple of good ones actually. So let's dive right in. Oh, but actually before I do that, we're gonna I almost forgot. We're gonna introduce a new segment that we're doing.
Crap. Yeah, you wanna tell us what that name is?
Yeah. So it's called Rapid Fire. That's what we're doing. Right. Rapid Fire. So Mario, 3 questions today.
Bop, bop, bop.
Next week he'll be asking me 3 questions. We're gonna do 1 related to the NFL, 1 related to basketball, and 1 related to soccer. So here's my football one for you.
Football.
Browns winning a game this year.
Oh, if I take a closer look at their schedule, I might be able to. If you,
Nah, come on.
Jesus,
Come on, rapid
um,
fire.
game,
One game.
one game,
Okay, so 1 in 15.
the
Fair enough.
best, the best
That's
they
the
can
best.
get.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough. Question number 2. Who wins the Portuguese league? Porto. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Porto.
Fair enough.
I think it's gonna be the first time they win without
I will remember this.
Lucho Gonzalez.
That's exactly what I'll
Yeah.
remember this. All right. Cool.
Remember this.
And one of the ones I've been waiting for. Would you want next summer on train? LeBron
No.
James is a free agent.
No.
Stop.
The answer is no.
Would you want LeBron
No,
in
I
San
don't.
Antonio?
No,
You
I
wouldn't want
don't want him
LeBron
in San
James at
Antonio.
the Spurs?
He doesn't fit.
Which would be so great
He doesn't
together.
fit.
LeBron James and Greg Popovich together.
You know why he
That is
doesn't fit?
fucking insane.
You know why it doesn't fit? His own coach. He didn't need a little yapper next to him. Hey, coach, we should bring J.R. Smith. He's really good. He makes 10 shots in 10 games, coach. No.
I think it would be awesome to see the best coach with the best player. I think it would be
yeah,
sensational.
it's already there. It's Kawhi right
Kawhi
there
is
next
not
to
the
Pop.
best player in
He's
the
the
NBA.
best, man.
He's not the best
Fucking
player.
killer. Don't push him.
I'll do for rapid fire next week. It'll be Dario giving me the questions. Move into a couple of fan questions.
Let me
that
rapid
we
fire
have.
you a question right back at you.
You can. You gotta wait till next week.
All right, let me ask you a normal question. Then.
All right, go ahead.
Normal question of the day is: Would
That's
you
not how it
want?
works, bro?
Would you want LeBron back in Miami?
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can lose more titles. Oh, now I forgot about that. You
We'll
know,
be
I don't know what
fucking
that's
relevant,
like.
bro.
I don't know
Like,
what
you
that's
know,
like.
We'd be in the Eastern Conference Finals. We'd be in the finals. Sure, we'd lose maybe, but god damn it, we'd be in the finals again.
Yeah.
I could see them again.
Or the playoffs. Trying to win a goddamn game.
seriously,
yeah,
though,
that's
seriously.
why.
No, fuck
Okay,
yeah, I would
I
love,
guess for
I
you it
would
makes
love
sense.
LeBron James. in
For you, it
Miami,
makes perfect
but I would love
sense.
to see him in San Antonio. I'm praying that it happens.
It's
I
never gonna
really, I
happen.
would love for it
He
to
needs
happen.
to. He's like a Carmelo. He needs to go somewhere where he can be
Dude,
superstar.
LeBron is the star. LeBron is the best
superstar.
player in the NBA.
No.
Anyway, yes, he
It-
is.
I don't think the Spurs want that type of player, and I don't think he would fit into Popovich's team scheme. Way
What word you
playmaking
trying to use
skills.
here?
Nothing. He just wouldn't fit. We don't want him here. You can get
All
out.
right, let's finish. All right.
All right, sorry.
So,
Get a little carried away. Fans.
First one is from Steph. He asked this earlier
Steph.
in the year.
My man.
He's gonna
My
ask
Sixers
us again-
fan.
Yes. and it
Yeah,
has
I
exactly
remember
to do with
him.
the Sixers. Exactly.
I feel you. My
so
Philly boy.
he
All right.
asking again, will the Sixers make the playoffs?
Playoffs. Steph.
500. They're 4-4. They're 500 right
Yeah.
now. And the East is the East.
Yeah,
The East
that
is
is
bad.
true. See, that's why.
So could they finish as an 8th seed? I mean, they have a young, talented roster. For right now, I'm still
No.
gonna say no.
They're finishing the top 10. 10th place. See if I'm right. Keep an eye open for
I
them.
mean, if they
10th
keep
place.
at 500, I think they could sneak into the 8th seed. Sustain all season. Very young team. They're a
I
very
see
young
it.
team.
I
They're
see
fun.
it,
They're
Steph.
they're fun to watch though. I mean,
Yeah.
Ben Simmons is a beast.
They're eye
Um,
candy.
So, and Danny, predictions for the City against Arsenal, Manchester United, and Dortmund versus Bayern. So who do you have in the City against Arsenal? I have City.
City.
I have
easy.
City putting on a clinic. I
Yep.
think Arsenal's going to get embarrassed.
Yep.
How bad do you think it's going to be?
I think it's like at
it
least
could
a
be like
3-1, 3-0.
3-4-0. 3-4-0.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is going to be the ultimate
Who was
park
at
the
home?
bus. Hell if I know.
I think the home team takes that one.
The home team. I think
I
we're going
think
to
if
see
Man U is at home, they'll take it. I think Chelsea might be able to pull off a tie or a win if they're at home.
Chelsea or against Roma.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Man U. It'll probably be another
Mm.
Jose Mourinho 1-0.
Everyone hanging
Another
from the
1-0.
post.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
the
I hate
bus.
that
Yeah,
type of
I know.
game.
I know. Anti-football.
Horrible.
What about for Dortmund against Bayern? Yeah, Bayern won.
Dortmund is looking
Dortmunds
like
look like
shit.
trash.
They look like
complete trash.
asshole.
They had first place for a couple of weeks, and then the crap.
Everybody jumped out the bus.
Ever since Bayern hired their old German coach from way back when. Same. So yeah, I think Bayern wins that one. Let me see here. I'm trying to get to the other questions. Stevie Ash. Hold on, let me get to it here.
Fine.
All right, so Stevie Ash, Real looking bad.
Yeah.
Barca not being as good as they once were.
Yes.
Do you believe that this could be Manchester City's year to win the Champions League? This one?
The simple answer is no. Big teams are not performing at their best. I would still see Real Madrid, Barcelona, even Juventus beat this point. Even though Juventus has been playing like complete ass, I just don't think City still has it. I mean, every year they struggle to barely make it out of the group.
This year?
That's what I'm saying. This year they're looking pretty good, but the thing is how we don't even know where they look on the next round.
I think City is one of the teams' favorite that definitely have a chance at winning the Champions League.
The team they'll make it.
Kevin De Bruyne has been phenomenal.
I know, but
Kevin De Bruyne has been
he's the playmaker.
But I know, of course,
but you need an executioner.
Yeah, and they don't only have Aguero; they have Jesus up there too. I mean, this team is so talented. They have Sane, killing it in the back for them. Otamendi's doing fine. Walker. I mean, they have quality players. They have one of the best coaches in the world. I think they could be one of the favorites to win the champions. If I had to put money on it, no, I would not.
Yeah.
But they're definitely, I think, probably top 5, one of the top 5 favorites to win the league for sure.
To win the Premier, yeah, but not to win the.
Yeah. So our next question comes from the Sporting Update, and they said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Sporting's performance against Juve? I give us a 7. I thought we should have won the damn match. We can't finish, and as I stated, when you can't finish against a top quality side like Juve, eventually you're going to get screwed playing counter. You're going to get screwed. We were going to break down sooner or later. Jonathan Silva actually balled out, which was I was shocked.
Yeah.
Although he wasn't as good, he still wasn't perfect, but it was from what I've seen. Brun Cesar finds a way to score against Real Madrid, Dortmund now, but then in the Portuguese league, he's terrible. That was crazy. That was a shocker. Gelson killed it. Ristovski, the new right back that we acquired, looked like a god out there. So yeah, give us a 7, man. I think we should have gotten the result at home. We definitely had our opportunities to kill the game, and we didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I gave you guys, I'll go something similar. I'll go somewhere between a 6 and a 7. And the reason I say that is because you guys kind of had dominated the first half. It kind of flipped over. I thought that Juve had a lot more chances. I thought they came back, so it was more deserving for them on the second half. It's kind of control the first half of the game. But yeah,
comes from a man, Justin Elizo, the man. He says, need a Bruno take on Jay Ajayi. Also, who does Miami sign in the offseason? Landry's going to want big money, and he's a franchise caliber player.
Tell me about Ajayi.
So let me start with Ajayi. Before, I know it hurts, guys. I know to lose Ajayi, but honestly, in the long run, to the locker room, you got to get rid of that. So I think I don't think his knees are as serious. It's a serious problem. I mean, for Philly, it's great because they're looking at it as the short term. They're not looking at it long term. Philly's ready to win now. The Dolphins aren't ready to win now anytime soon. So it makes sense for them to at least try to get something. You can still get a good quality pick in the 4th round. I mean, we can get a quality running back. I think we need to do in the offseason is that offensive line. I'm curious to see if we're going to bring Tannehill back. I honestly think we are, which is a mistake. A whole nother subject for next year. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But I would even go get a quarterback. If I can get Kirk Cousins or an Alex Smith, bring them to Miami, because we don't know how Tannehill is going to look after this injury. And he was already looking mediocre. I don't think Tannehill is the future. And as far as us re-signing Landry, man, stupid money. I think he'll be back in Miami. The thing is, I think he is going to demand stupid money. Unfortunately, as much as it hurts, Landry go. If he's demanding too much money, I don't think we should pay that much. Hopefully they work something out, but I know Miami's not going to pay a crazy amount of money for Jarvis Landry, as like some other team would. They would break the bank for him. I don't think Miami would. So I think it's more if does Jarvis want to stay and be part of, the new changes that are going on with Gaze, or does he want to go chase bigger money somewhere else? I think that's what it's going to come down to. I'm praying he stays, though, man. I love Jarvis Landry.
Dolphins have a lot to reconsider after they've gave up their running back. Remember when what's his name left the wide receiver for the Eagles, when he left the
Deshaun Macklin?
When Jackson left the Eagles, they said the same thing about him. Locker room, that we needed to get rid of him because was saying that he was not the right man and that he was causing problems and all those things. We didn't miss him that much.
I think that was more BS though, like the Chip Kelly stories. I think he honestly
I don't know if he would make it again, but yeah, I get it. Also,
because I think Jay Ajayi, I think there's proof. Deshaun Jackson, I mean, he even representatives were like disputing everything that Chip Kelly was feeding. It was all BS. I think it was just Chip Kelly trying to find and make up a stupid rumor so he had a reason to get rid of him.
Good point. Well, I hope that it's definitely different in Miami. You guys have to find a new quarterback. You guys have to find a running back. If Jarvis stays, then you guys are kind of secured on that aspect, but big moves for next year.
Yeah. And our final question comes from, actually, this is pretty cool. This comes from the fan page of Olympic Lyonnais USA. They're the big fan page that they have on Twitter. And they're asking us, Lyon winning a trophy this year. Well, looking at League One, I don't think anyone is going to knock out PSG for the title. And as much as I think Lyon definitely are a quality team. They have players. They have the pie. They have Nabil Fakir, whatever the hell his name is. He's got 9 goals. He scored 9 goals for them this season. Player. So I don't think they'll win the league. I still don't think they're better than Monaco. I still think Monaco are a little bit better than Lyon, but they're definitely doing a lot better. They're in third place right now. Points, or 3 points back from Monaco, away from PSG. They are in the Europa League, which they got to the semifinals last year. But I think the Europa League this year is just it's going to be highly competitive because Dortmund's going to be in there. Monaco is going to be in there at the rate the Champions Leagues are going. So Sparting's going to be there. I think Sparting are a big candidate for the Europa League. So Lyon have the work cut out for them. But again, they got to the semis last year. Experience, they can get back there. I mean, it's pretty much the same team, other than, of course, they don't have Lacazette, which is a huge loss. But the kid they brought in from Real Madrid, 8 goals. I forget what his name is, but he has 8 goals so far in the season. So who knows? Maybe they can even win one of those French Cups, depending on they go all out, Monaco go all out. So it all depends, but I would say is probably the Europa League, just from their experience last year.
I think Monaco has been playing horribly.
They have, man, but cool. I still think Monaco have the better team than Lyon do right now. With all respect to Lyon, I think Monaco still have the better team because Lyon, they have Anthony Lopes, who's a great keeper. They pay Fakir, but does anyone really else stand out on that team compared to Monaco? You know what I mean? I think Monaco, it's not by much, but I think Monaco definitely have the better team over Lyon. But hey, we'll see what happens moving forward. And plus the coaching, I think the coach, it's a huge difference. Leandro Jardim at Monaco is 100 times better than the coach at Lyon. Down. So just by that alone, I have Monaco over Lyon. Definitely monitor that for them as the season goes on.
Yeah. Fekir and they've been playing fairly well. And the only reason is I just been seeing Monaco in recent times, and even in the just an embarrassment to watch. And Lyon has been on a hot streak. They've won like 3 games straight now. Monaco is kind of like an up and down ride.
Yeah, they've definitely been up and down.
They tie a few games. They lost to Lyon actually recently, so something to keep in mind. They tied before that, lost to Porto in the Champions. So that's the only reason. I think Monaco's just looking shaky. I don't know if they'll be able to reach.
They are, but I still think they have quality players than Lyon do in the long run.
Fair enough. Yeah, we'll definitely have to wait and see. When it comes to goals scored and against, they're all pretty tied up, 3 points ahead. But hey, it's actually
it's still early. It's way early. So
it's
it can change.
Only 11 games in.
And even Marseille are just a point back from Lyon in 4th. So it can change. So our last questions come from Andres. He's got a couple of them for us. BA, is Golden State going to take it all this year? Be Golden State versus Cleveland in the finals, or is there another team that could make a run? Out of the West, the only team I can see challenging
OKC right now, which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah. No, Houston. I didn't have Houston. You had Houston. I had OKC.
I know.
San Antonio over there.
Honestly, that's why seeing OKC and how they've been playing is
it's
insane.
Impressive.
Houston right now is in first place though.
But you can see the Thunder coming as they keep playing together. So be another Golden State Cleveland finals.
Cleveland.
Well, I mean, it's 8 games. 8 games.
I mean,
don't hit the panic button.
It'll be the
the first finals in what 6-7 years without LeBron.
Without LeBron, which would be crazy. That's why it's so unexpected and it's hard to believe. But hey, it's gonna be a time where they're not there. Just like in soccer, there won't be any Messi and Ronaldo and.
So sad.
Which that's when this podcast will be over. I retire when Messi stops playing. So I'm giving you guys a heads up. All right. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Golden State again and getting it off now. I think it's hard to see.
So for the NFL, he also has a couple questions for the NFL. Your Eagles. He's asking, Eagles look good, but do you see them going all the way?
Yeah, I see him going all the way to the ship.
It's a part 2 question because he also wants our Super Bowl prediction. So give me your prediction since you have Philly.
The Eagles and the Patriots right now.
Rematch.
From Spygate. Fucking bastards. If it's not them, I mean, I wouldn't mind playing the Pittsburgh. You know, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Who do you think?
Yeah. So
if you don't have the Eagles, I
don't have the Eagles because
fuck off.
It's trust Seattle more in the playoffs because they've been there. They have the experience. So I want to see how Carson Wentz is going to handle that because he hasn't played in the playoffs. So it's different. Russell Wilson has been there. Russell Wilson has played in some huge games. He's a bad man. Russell Wilson is a beast.
He's been in the playoffs every year, hasn't he? To the Super Bowl the first.
Oh, no.
It was the second year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so first year he wasn't even starting though his first year. I don't recall who the quarterback was at that time.
No, he did start. He came. He didn't start in the preseason, and then they signed a guy, Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn, because he was supposed to go to Miami, but he ended up signing for Seattle, and then they drafted Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson took over, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
But right now, I actually have another Super Bowl rematch. but it's not the Eagles and the Patriots. It's actually the Seahawks and the Steelers. From a couple years back when Matt Hasselbeck and Sean Alexander and Jerome Bettis and Willie Parker and Hines Ward. I mean, my God, that was way back when. But that's actually my Super Bowl prediction. If I had to pick two teams right now, those would definitely be my teams. So I think that's it for the fan questions. I'm pretty 100% positive. So that I don't know if you have anything else to say. I'm just going back to see if we have any more questions, but I think we're honestly good.
It's a lot. No, I mean, it's a lot of good questions, though. I mean, a lot of.
That was awesome, man. Like I said, thank you guys so much for sending us the questions. It's actually like my favorite part of the show is when you guys give us the questions, man. The harder, the better. I love it. So please keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. It's my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, Martin wanted to let you know that it's Fakir.
Yeah, Fakir.
Yeah.
Fakir.
Yeah. And how about them Ravens? Yeah, they had a good game, but man, both
they played Matt Moore. They played Matt Moore. Moore.
I've seen both ends of the Ravens, and I don't know how I feel about them. I mean, good God.
I'm not sold. No, hell no.
They're looking mediocre, and now they lost their quarter. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, actually.
Mallett dude,
that's
Ryan
where Cousins
Mallett.
can go. He can go to the Ravens.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, man, because they need to get
I want
rid
him
of
in Miami.
Flacco.
I would love Kirk Cousins in Miami. I'm still praying it happens. That pretty much wraps it up for today's show, guys. For tuning in. For those of you that did, thank you guys so much. For the fans that did give the replies and send in the questions, thank you guys for being a part of the show. It makes it very, very fun. I don't know if you have anything else to say.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for the questions. A few polls that are going to be going up on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
everybody can vote on.
Yeah.
Give us some answers on there. We'll be discussing those next time. Just see. Last time we actually got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, I have a poll right now going on. Did the Dolphins make the right decision in trading the Jai? 60% of the votes are saying no, and I'm in that 33% that said yes. So we'll see moving forward.
I mean, I'll be saying yes because we got him.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. I think the Dolphins made a great move.
I mean, I honestly think in the long run we did too. But anywho,
I think it's what he needed. Why not? It's a little change.
That's fine. I think we needed it too. It is what it is. It'll work out for the better. Anywho, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week, same time. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing week. I'm ready for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm just ready for the food. Is it November already? Good God.
It is.
Oh, I can't wait for it then. Everybody,
all right,
stay safe, stay warm. Live, everybody.
Go Sporting, go Leicester.
Yeah, Independiente tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go to the semifinals. Eagles, keep it up this weekend. Let's go.
Yeah, Jay Cutler, come on, baby.
Fuck 'em.